So, ranches and blue cheeses. It's vlog time again.
Vlog. I'm doing a vlog right now. Can you tell?
We've swapped positions so you can see Stokesy more clearly.
Hello.
All the ladies.
Yeah, check out the new beard. I'm actually an old beard.
The old skank
Needs
beard.
a
This is our fifth vlog?
Fifth vlog.
Fifth vlog. That's hard to say.
I'm wearing those.
That's flip-flops. That's hard to say with a
fliff vlog.
That's hard to say with a mouthful of marbles.
Wow.
We're going to do our ranches and blue cheeses again, which is the guys that we think played best and worse in the recent playoff week.
Before we get going, though,
yes,
I saw on NFL Network today.
Yes.
Well, maybe was it today or yesterday on NFL Films?
Yep.
It was last week. Giants fans going to Green Bay.
Yep.
And they had blue cheeseheads.
Really?
And I thought
they're stealing our idea.
We need to get one of those for our blue cheese segment.
Or so, they're watching us, mate.
If you're listening or watching out there and you're a New York fan and you've got one of those blue cheese heads, email us, let us know where we can get some because they were cool.
Let us know. All right, ranchers, blue cheeses. So the ranchers are the players we thought played best. Steve Smith's famous ranchers.
Against Roman Harper.
I might start because I always do.
Go on, rancher.
Tom Brady is number one, surprisingly.
Tom Brady.
I fucking hate him.
Yeah, I noticed.
But I give him respect. 363 yards, 6 TDs. And you know what I really like about it? They probably could have gone Breeze-esque and gone for the juggler and tried to throw 7 TDs and prove that he's the greatest of all time. But they took the foot off the gas and, yeah, I respect that.
Because they believe in the football gods.
But I still fucking hate him.
And he can punt.
Yeah, third down punt. It's good
48-yard punt.
It's good to see a third down punt every now and again.
Mate, he can do it all. I just want to know, can he field goal kick?
He is a bit of a punt.
I want to see him field goal kick.
Gronkowski in the same game.
The Gronk.
10 catches, 145 yards and 3 TDs. Look, what do you say?
I don't know. Gronkowski's uncoverable.
What do you say? Well, if you do cover him, Hernandez burns you.
How do you use a safety, bring a safety down, they beat you over the top?
I reckon you need 2 safeties. So we run a 1-4-6.
A 1-4-6.
Yep. That's the new defensive front.
Better call Buddy Ryan. Get him to draw it up.
I've also got Arian Foster as my number 3. As much as you said you didn't like the way he acted, he's still got. He's pretty much carried that team on his shoulders for the entire season. I thought his
football was great.
Yeah.
His football was great, but his performance was great.
Yep. The fact that he walked down the other end.
And he acted like a little girl at netball at the end of the game.
Yes.
Well, acting like me at the end of a netball game. Do you know what I mean? It just kind of soured it for me a bit.
But for me, it was the fact that he carried his team to this point in the playoffs for the entire season. And let's be honest, it was pretty much off his back that they made it. My number 4,
the most complete back in the NFL right now, Arian Foster.
Well, maybe MJD, but they're close.
Well,
they're on par.
Maybe. I just think Arian's a bit better. He's just a bit quicker. Like, he just seems
He's a little bit more size.
Yeah, but look, it's a tough comparison. MJD's pretty good too.
They're pretty close.
Yeah.
Number 4, I've got a combined rancher for number 4. Vernon Davis, Alex Smith. Amazing play. Just love to see that emotion. And look, he went a bit beast mode when it counted, old Vernon Davis.
Do we add those names now to the pantheon?
I think we do.
Already?
Yep.
So we've got Montana to Rice. We've got Young to Owens.
Yep.
And now you're putting Smith to Davis.
Smith to Davis. Except when Smith gets cut next year.
Yeah, and it's the Kaepernick show. Look, I don't think he will get cut. I've got a feeling they might sign him long term.
I think they will too.
Which is amazing.
Look, if he wins a Super Bowl, what do? You can't cut him and say...
Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl.
Kaepernick, exactly. Anyone can win one. Just kidding, Dilfer. I love you.
Yeah, man. Trent, if you're listening, us fangs.
And my 5th is in that same game, San Fran D. 3 fumble recoveries, 2 picks, 5 turnovers. Is a pretty decent job and helps your team win. So.
Dante Whitner. That guy... if you're a Bills fan, you must be thinking, where was this?
Where was he?
Because in that game, he walloped so many people.
But who wants to play in the cold Buffalo, horrible weather? You can go hang out in nice, sunny San Fran.
Nice, windy, soggy San Fran.
Sunny, soggy, windy San Fran.
It's got a nice bridge.
And it's got a jail in the middle.
It's got a jail in the middle of nowhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
You still
get crappy TV shows from over and over again.
Yep.
They should have left Sean Connery on that bloody thing. Because he made crap movies after that.
Welcome to the Rock.
Welcome to the Rock. That was my best one.
Is that who your rancher is?
No, my rancher.
Sean Connery.
My rancher is Will Smith.
Yes.
For getting
jiggy with
getting rid of DJ Jazzy Jeff.
For getting jiggy with it.
No.
Rancher.
My rancher's Alex Smith.
Yep, fair enough.
That's all I got to say. Look, 2 massive fourth quarter drives, made the right decision every time.
When it counted, he was there. And at the start of the year, most people thought he wouldn't be. They thought Kaepernick could be in by week 2. So
and the fact that Harbaugh and the
I think you got to add
offensive
Harbaugh to that
coaching. Yeah,
Harbaugh is the one that sort of really said to him, "You're my boy. You're my boy, Blue.
You're my boy. I see him. He looks glorious."
He looks glorious.
The fact that they put the ball in his hands and said, "Look, make a throw."
Yep.
And don't make a dumb throw.
Yep. The fact that they believed in him enough to do it is...
And he's threaded the needle, really, over the top of that linebacker and in front of the safety to get it down to Vernon Davis.
Considering Jason Garrett won't let Tony Romo fucking throw the ball when they need to.
No, of course not.
Let's do it with Alex Smith.
He's a choker. I don't blame him. I wouldn't either.
Chokey McChoke.
But you wouldn't be able to put this in a movie and have people believe it.
No.
Do you know what I mean? And the fact that it's happening in front of our very eyes, you know what I mean? It's one of those stories that, hopefully
it's a shame,
keeps
really,
going.
that Tebow's around because the Tebow story overshadowed the pretty good San Fran Alex Smith story. So.
And to be honest with you, I think that it's probably helped Alex Smith keep him out of the spotlight.
Yeah, he hasn't had to deal with the pressures.
It's only now that he's out that people...
The pressures of being Tebow.
Definitely. So, look, I've also got Harbaugh in there. Look, the fact that he's turned that team...
From what they were last year.
They were 6-10.
They were a disciplined head case team last year as well. They're just
all over the place.
They love him. I love him. Get him up
I
there.
do too.
I want to buff him.
And my final rancher is an offensive lineman, which your dad will be happy to hear.
Yep.
An offensive lineman's made the ranch list finally on this show.
Well, it's about time they did something in a game.
Joe Staley.
Yep.
Now, Joe Staley made the block that sprung Alex Smith down the sideline.
On the sweep.
On the quarterback sweep.
I would have.
One of the best cut blocks I've ever seen.
I would have dove at the one to run a bit of time off
That's
the clock.
That's because you're an idiot.
But anyway.
Yeah, as if you would. I've seen you play quarterback. I've seen you play football.
I would have scored the touchdown.
You would have ran in there and then spiked the ball and run around like a headless chicken.
I would have thrown the ball at the cameraman's face.
And you would have been like, a year later going, it was a 99-yard run.
The older I get, the faster I was, my friend.
Unbelievable.
No, I like that. I can't
believe you just lie to my face like that. Oh, yeah, I just take a knee at the one because, I'm cool.
I'm a team player.
Please. You would have scored.
Yep, I would have.
I put him up, put him in front.
And then I would have gone onside to fuck him. Well, I mean, look.
You're crazy. You got issues, man.
I like you, but you're crazy. That's 2 old school references.
Unbelievable.
In a row. Well, they're good ranches. Good to see a lineman getting his head in there.
Joe Staley, he's a legend.
Look, my blue cheeses, I might have to go through these quickly because I think we might run out of time soon. But Green Bay secondary, last play of the first half, what the fuck are you thinking? I wonder what they're going to do with 4 seconds left on the clock. Fucking hell. Look, that for me...
It was Jarrett Bush, by the way. Just so you can put a name to it. Jarrett Bush was the safety that stuffed it.
That was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of straws and camels, I don't know why I segued into that, but...
Wow, that could be a new segment, straws and camels. I like it.
Another straw that broke the camel's back was Jacoby Jones. As far as I'm concerned, that fumble was the stupidest playoff move I've seen, probably back from Leon Lett.
Hit him in the helmet.
Holding the ball.
On the bounce, I hit him in the helmet. After he called fair catch as well.
And I think that was more or less what cost them the game. Their hearts weren't in it after that. So, Green Bay receivers couldn't catch a cold. Not good enough.
Look, unbelievable.
Rusty. They dropped, 8, 9 balls, and it was a week off.
I think they missed Flynn.
I think quarterback controversy.
They really missed Flynn.
I'm going to say it right here. Rodgers trade him and start Flynn.
I reckon.
Rodgers has proven he can't win down the stretch, so you got to get rid of him. My number 4 ranches...
Imagine if that really happened. That would be amazing.
My number 4 ranches are the fucking refs. Bullshit attacking the head penalties, fucking all over the place again.
Yep.
The touchdown by Deion Branch was a blatant fucking push-off, and they didn't call it.
Wow.
The fumble by Jennings was a fumble. Osi Umenyiura's late hit on fucking Rodgers wasn't, and that led to a Packers touchdown. What makes matters fucking worse...
You're so angry you can't even talk.
Is that Eli fucking Manning got hit late all fucking game by Packers guys, and there wasn't a single flag. As far as I'm concerned... They wanted Green Bay to win that, and I'm fucking glad Green Bay didn't.
We've already talked about this. The Packers, the Saints, the Packers, the Saints, and the Patriots are a protected species.
Pittsburgh. I know Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh kind of.
But they get the defensive flags. But they're the teams that the NFL
They're the teams that get
win.
the calls every single time. I remember in that game when I was watching it thinking, here we go again.
I can't believe it.
They're going to help the Packers out again.
That fumble, how did they not call that a fumble?
Well, Bill Levy's one of my Blue Cheeses.
Anyway, my
Blue
final one.
Referee. How do you go under the hood and look at the TV and not see a fumble?
Fucking idiot.
I know.
And
True.
my last little honourable mention, Denver D. Look, Tim Tebow was what we expected him to be. He was shit house. But the Denver D we expected to be better than that. 6 TDs, not fucking good enough.
See, I knew you would do this.
What?
I knew you would.
What?
I can't believe you haven't put him in there. You put him in there as your rancher whenever he has a good game, but then when he stinks up the joint,
he didn't play that
you
badly.
don't put him in your blue cheese list. Look, I have got Tim Tebow as my blue cheeser of the week, mate. That's a playoff game. You've just come off beating Pittsburgh, and you throw for what?
9 of 22 for something or other. I'm just going off the top of my head.
I'm just looking at it. Here it is. 9 of 26 for 136.
They're good stats.
9 of 26.
Good stats. That's good enough.
Tebow, you got a lot of work to do, dude. And look, I admire the run, and I've enjoyed the ride. It's been great. But he is not an NFL quarterback yet.
No, I don't know if he ever will be.
He could be one day. But
I don't know if he'll ever be
right
an NFL
now, he is
quarterback.
not an NFL quarterback. He's just not. You can't win against a.
You can't win against the Patriots with that sort of offensive production.
Not a well drilled, disciplined team like the Patriots are.
No.
And the Patriots get all the calls too. Remember, so you got to fight the refs too.
Exactly. But I don't think, like I said, Tim Tebow was what we expected him to be. The defense didn't show up.
Hang on a second.
I've never said...
What were you expecting Tebow to be?
I've never said he's a good quarterback. Not
liar!
Once. Go back through every fucking podcast.
You are a liar.
I've never once said he's a good quarterback. He's got bad fundamentals. He can't fucking throw unless he's on the run. He can't do any of that shit. But as a leader, there's no one in the league like him. People love him. People want to do what he does. As a leader, as a fullback, as a guy you have to have on your football team, yes. He's not a quarterback's arsehole. I've never said he was. Listen to the podcast. You too, listen to the podcast.
Yeah, listen to it. It's good.
Go back and fucking listen.
You can listen to old 4K here talk crap.
I've never said in my life Tim Tebow is a good quarterback. He's a good leader.
He is a good leader. You're right. And he does inspire the other teammates to play above themselves.
Just have him in there in the huddle and then walk him off.
It's funny, though. When a defense knows that their quarterback is flawed, defenses seem to step up, don't they? Look at the Ravens.
Yeah,
the Ravens know that if they don't play well, their offense isn't going to bail them out. So they play like they're on the knife's edge the whole game. Houston, same scenario. Their defense grew another leg as soon as they lost Shaw and they lost Andre Johnson, and their offense basically were limping around. That defense filled the void.
That's why I've got Denver D on here and not Tim Tebow.
Well,
because Denver D should have stepped up better than they did.
Well, what was Denver's defense strength? What was it? What's their strength?
Outside pass rush.
Outside pass rush. How do you negate an outside pass rush?
Quick passes to Gronkowski.
3-step drops, getting rid of the football early, having a 2 tight end set as well.
Yep.
To make to keep the edge rushers another gap outside.
And it gives you an extra blocking option as well. It's probably the worst possible matchup for Denver.
Yeah.
But I don't think anyone's going to beat New England, so it doesn't really matter. I think you've got about 30 seconds left.
Anyway, thanks for watching.
Have you got any other... Did you do your blue cheeses?
I've done my blue cheeses. Tim Tebow and Bill Levy.
Just Tim. Actually,
Bill Levy.
We might have a minute more.
Really?
I can't remember the math.
Jeez, you're like a girlfriend. You keep putting pressure on me to say we're about to finish, and now when I'm about to finish, you say, no, I've got another minute to go.
Just got to go change my clues. My clues? My shoes.
What?
Exactly.
Your shoes.
We're playing Cluedo. Well, why don't we take...
Quick Super Bowl tip.
My tip?
Well, we've got him. Quick Super Bowl tip.
Drink beer.
And be merry.
I reckon that the 49ers are going to win.
49ers?
Yep. No, I don't. New England's going to win, but I fucking hate them.
You know, as soon as I say a team, it's a poison chalice, right?
Yep.
Because I was saying the Saints.
We'll say New England.
And I was saying the Raiders.
Say New England.
So I'm going to go on record and say the New England Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl.
There goes their chances.
Gone.
Click the annotations to subscribe to our vlogs. I'll also add the link to our podcast in there. The season's about to end, but we will keep some stuff going over the break.
Definitely.
Maybe we'll do some... I don't know, skateboarding videos.
We might do some Scrabble. Maybe play a bit of Twister.
Videos, Twisters, that sort of stuff. So
we're into that.
Thanks for listening. Third Down Under. Look for us all over the shop.